Hey, what is up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing off my Nightwing corner vortex. I actually posted about this a little while ago, but I ended up deleting it because someone mentioned, what do you do about rolls? And instead of making a new video, I decided I would just post the anti-roll setups with this video and make it one big completed collection. So, whoops, I just got an email right there. So I'll show you guys the setup, and then, a bunch of different variations, and then I'll show you guys the anti-roll setups at the end. Rolling this setup honestly might be worse than just eating it, because your options are really good after. So basically, this setup comes from anytime you go into Eskrima Fury. You can do this off of any string Nightwing has. You get this Eskrima Fury, you do up 3, you get this nice long knockdown like that. Very similar to Grundy's meter burn command throw. And you can get all kinds of different and weird setups that are hard to block off of it. The only way I haven't found a way into this is back 2. But the thing about back 2 is it already has all these crazy mix-ups off of it, where you can just get weird, corpse hops or stuff like that. Whoops, that was supposed to be a throw. But you guys get the idea. Like, back 2 doesn't need the help because you have lots of different ways to do weird mix-ups with back 2 already. And just being able to do the setup would be nice, but back 2 doesn't have it. So for now, we have to accept that. If one of you guys finds a way to make back 2 work, let me know. But yeah, so let's show off some of the setups, and I'm just going to talk you guys through the most basic ones. I'm not going to show them all because I've probably come up with 5,000, but I don't know how many of them would be that useful since they pretty much do the same exact thing but look a little bit different. Now, the main kinds of setups you're going to get is setups where you neutral jump and it'll either be one side or the other, which is fine because, you always have the flip kick options to mess things up, or you can do something like a tick and a flip kick, so it's a double cross up, cross up, back, flip kick, etc. So no matter what you do, your opponent has to keep guessing. Even if they guess the original side right, they're not always going to guess the next part. So lots of these situations will either hit one side or the other, or they'll teleport you through them, or do all kinds of weird stuff like that. So the most basic setup that I usually go for is down 1-2 and you whiff like that. So that is a cross up, down 1-2, neutral jump 2. So you do down 1-2 and you do a delayed jump like that. You're now on same side. So your opponent's got to guess 50-50 right there, and it's very hard to spot. You can also do empty jumps if you want instead of that. You can also do stuff like up 3, and if you empty jump, it'll be same side, and if you do a normal, you'll be cross up. So it's very similar to the other situation, except for it has an empty jump instead. You can actually get weird in that setup if you want. So you do up 3, down 3, and you'll always be same side. So I don't know, that's just an option you have. Some of the other options I like to do involve backdashing, because backdashing creates a very weird situation for you. So one of the things I go for is down 1-2, backdash, neutral jump. That'll put you back to the same side. And anytime you're same side, by the way, you can just go back into the same situation over and over. I didn't get the up 3 there, but you guys understand. So I could just do that into up 3 again. Boom. Back into the same situation over and over. So that's a really nice part about this setup. Another thing that I like to use with backdashes is not backdashes actually, with forward dashes and neutral jumps. So if you neutral jump and forward dash or backdash, you get this really nice situation for you. So if I neutral jump and then I forward dash, I'm back to the original side. Now you can go for a throw here, you can do a tick into meter burn flip kick, something like that, or you can just do a raw meter burn flip kick. Another backdash setup that you can do is you can do a backdash right here and then go for a throw setup. So one of the ways that I set up the throw off of the backdash is I charge up like a forward or backward 3 and then I go for it like that. You can even meter burn it if you want to scare your opponent into not hitting a button, and then dash for throws. The backdash setups and the neutral jump setups are really, really nice because they create this weird situation where you can clearly see Nightwing on one side and he ends up on the other side. You can also do weird stuff with stance switches as well. So stance switch into neutral jump. So you can make that cross up or same side just like the down 1-2 setup. It's just up to you. If you guys want to go for throw setups, like I mentioned that backdash one, if you whiff stand 2-2, you can throw. Oops, I probably shouldn't have thrown him out of the corner, but when you do it, you can do. So stand 2-2 is your throw mix-up. If your opponent's used to, stand 2-2 throw, you can just do the stand 2 and then do meter burn flip kick to cross them up or something like that. That's an option you can do as well. One of my favorite setups, this is, the setup we're saving for almost last, is the teleport setups. Nightwing has multiple ways to teleport to his opponent on this setup. If you guys don't know what I mean, I'll show you right now. So basically, if you neutral jump, you'll end up back to the same side like that. That's why the neutral jump forward dash setups works the way it does. And the interesting thing is you can even do the same kind of setup with staff as well. So you can end up same side again. So that's the nice part about the neutral jump setups. And they're going to put you same side. But your opponent, you know, could get used to the fact that you're always going to end up same side. And that's not a big deal since you have flip kicks and stuff like that. You can disguise it and do something like down one neutral jump, or just do a button after your neutral jump, something like that. Like, you have different ways to mix it up. So, whoops. So you do a double neutral jump and cross up like that. Or you can do a double neutral jump and not hit a button, and you'll end up same side usually. Well, not in that situation. I think I did it a little too late. But you can choose what side you're going to end up on again. So, you know, there's multiple layers to it like that. One of the nice parts about the teleport, like I mentioned, was that you can do weird situations off of it. So you can do your standard stuff like that, right? But you can also go for throws. You can just jump over again. You can decide not to teleport at all and just stay same side if you whiff your normal early enough. So that one is a very, very weird setup that your opponent will probably not see. And like I mentioned, you can make stuff happen by like neutral jumping and then dashing forward like that. You'll put yourself out of the corner and your opponent won't really see it coming. So neutral jumping like that can put you out of the corner, but you can also choose not to. Okay, so those are just some of the setups that I've showed off. You know, the throw setups, cross up, same side, stuff like that. That is just some of the options you have. Now, I don't want to make this video incredibly long, but I'll show you guys the roll setups as fast as possible. The main way to deal with roll with this is just to immediately back two. The nice part about that is if your opponent's not expecting it, it's a free back two every time. Now, since you're conditioning them to expect the back two, if they've rolled this setup before, then you have a couple of options. Whoops. You have a couple of options to do after that. You just dash up and throw them. Whoops, that wasn't a throw. You can dash up and throw them, which is one of the options. Then you can put them back in the corner, or if your opponent understands that they need to block back two and they're blocking high, then you have another option, which is back two meter burn flip kick, because as you see there, it'll cross them back up as long as they block the back two standing. Okay, and if your opponent really just understands that they need to roll this setup and for some reason you don't feel like changing it up to one of the other 50 setups Nightwings has, you can also do a delayed up three, which will keep them in the corner and do something like that. So they have to block that setup, and it splats them down to the ground. So that is a really nice setup. If you guys didn't see what it looked like because the CPU blocked it. Whoops, I did it too early. So something like that, right? So you have lots and lots of setups, and this is the Nightwing Corner Vortex. There's 50 million setups out of this. I have lots of them where I just whiff normals when I jump, and when I land, you just don't know what side I am going to do because of, you know, empty jumps. There's just lots of weird setups. So this is the basis to Nightwing's corner game, and it's basically what I run anytime I get an Eskrima Fury hit, as long as I don't need max damage. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and come up with some other crazy setups out of this that I've never seen before and help me out. And I'll be doing my video on the GL matchup soon, so look for that, guys, and see you guys again soon.